control of your beautiful hair by controlling that unwanted frizz and static electricity. Joining me is Jennifer Sicotte. She's a hairstylist at 241 Salon in Northampton, and she's going to tell us exactly how we can take control of our hair. Jennifer, great to have you here. We have our hair model, Christy, here as well. Let's start at the very beginning. So you get in the shower to wash your hair. When it comes to shampoo and conditioner, what's the best option, according to you?
First of all, if you're dealing with a lot of frizz, highlights, this and that, we basically want to prep our hair by using a good moisturizing shampoo. We also want to make sure that if our hair is damaged, we're using some excess product that helps us to get that damage to be repaired, because that's really where the frizz starts. I love this new product from Pureology, and it is a great product because it actually takes care of just about everything that you need, and it's a leave-in treatment as well. Works as a detangler, and what it'll do is it'll help with the frizz, the dryness, everything else. So always important to use a leave-in treatment when you have a lot of frizz and damage.
Days like today, especially with the kind of, wet air, or the wetness in the air, it's good to have something like that in your hair. So, moisturizing shampoo and conditioner, and then a good leave-in product. Is there anything else that you want to put in after you towel dry your hair before you blow dry it?
Well, definitely a smoothing product, just like this one, Smooth and Lock, something to smooth it down. If you're someone with curly hair, something that just has something that'll just help to tame those frizz down a little bit, but to get your hair to dry natural. Nothing too hard, nothing that's going to crunch your hair, just soft.
Yeah, you don't want crunchy hair. You'll save that for the French fries that you eat, right?
Exactly.
Crunchy French fries. All right, so now moving on to drying your hair. Is there anything you should keep in mind when you're using your hair dryer?
Absolutely. We do not want to use a lot of hair dryer. We don't want to basically go into the hair. We want to start drying a little bit before we go in with a brush. Then when we use a brush, we want to use a brush that has vents like this so that the air can go throughout the hair and distribute it. And we want to put it on a medium setting. And then at the end, we have this little thing called a cool shot on most dryers. If you have a good dryer, that's really what we want. And if you go into the hair, you put it under there, right on the brush at the end when your hair is already dry, you press that cool shot a bit and it gives you a shine line. So it actually seals the hair down. And we always want to remember that, especially in our weather, we need that hair to be as sealed as much as possible, or we're going to end up with those flyaways that we cannot stand, especially with winter coming and no moisture in the air.
We are back with Jennifer Sicotte, hairstylist from Salon 241, to go over ways to control that static and frizz. Now, earlier you talked about using the cool shot button on your hair dryer to get a nice seal and nice shine. Now let's move on to, once your hair's dry, what products are good to use?
We want to keep the shine in the hair. We want to keep that hair like that for the rest of the day. So one thing we want to think about is what are we going to use as far as a shine product. A glistening mist is always great, but if your hair is curly, something like a pomade would be great, because then it'll give you all day hold without feeling like you have crusties again in your hair. And then, of course, we have this amazing product. It's called Wax Blast. It's technically considered a hairspray, but it's actually a high impact finishing wax. So this will help with those little flyaways that you see on top of the hair sometimes. Spray it in.
On top of my hair all the time.
A little bit of hold, some body, and keeps the flyaways away. So without this is feeling like you have hairspray in your hair.
Yes, movable. And the look of like that stiff. That's how I was when I was younger. I would just like spray it for 10 seconds in one place to make my hair stay. Not a good look.
Let's try it on you.
This is great. Yes, help me out, Jennifer.
A little bit of
Christy,
this.
your hair looks great.
Look. Thank you.
And this is also good for body, you said?
This is great for body wash and shine.
Because sometimes
body shine. Little flyaways. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, flyaways. Hey, can you see them anymore? Look at that. Nice. Well, Jennifer, thank you so much. Now we all know how to control the static and frizz. Thanks, Christy. Your hair looks fabulous. Go to MallyMassfield.com later today to see these tips again.